Okay, just one more. Just one more. Just one more. Hi, hello, and welcome. Welcome back to another Onkruid video. Welcome back to the video where we have bought the weapon banana ring already, but we can't purchase the monkey. Where we will first of all try and use Clank to go into the forest, challenges, fragile, and complete this challenge. I don't know if it is the end reward, like an increase in overall silver gain throughout all things you do, or is it just silver gain for this specific challenge run? I'm not sure. I'm not certain. It would be cool if completing challenges... I think crit damage is nice. It would be cool if completing challenges would just make it so that you get more silver throughout all of the runs you do. Maybe some extra jumps would be nice, you know, although the implication that I'm gonna take fall damage is quite... It's there, you know, it's present. Everybody knows about it. Everybody can see it coming, even eyes can see it coming. A nice wrench at the start, something I'm not gonna say no to though. I'm very glad that I didn't just die there. What is that, a heart? That it's a heart, we don't need that right now. Nothing breaks like a heart though, that is true. Maybe a fire staff is actually nice. This is like a true range build. That's I think what I'm looking for. I should pay more attention to the map and orient myself accordingly towards spots and potentially also chests. There's some chests down there, but I'm not gonna jump down because I'm not that big of an idiot that I will hit my head on the same rock 3 times in a row. Let's try and make our way to this gold pickup. That's where the double drop comes in nicely. And cash in a little bit. Stonks, money time. It's not gonna be a game changer, the amount of stonks that we are gathering right now, but hey, it all makes a little bit of a difference, you know? Don't get cornered, don't get trapped, and don't trap yourself like you did last episode, because that was quite horrendous, really, what I did there. Just move into that same corner again at the end of the episode. We have not opened a single chest yet, they are still at 30, so I think we will go on a little bit of a spending spree. Evasion is nice, evasion is nice. I shouldn't be too fussed about that, but I'm also not chaffed to bits about it, you know? It's evasion, it doesn't do that much for me. Armor and thorns don't do shit for me, because if I get hit, I die. I wonder if armor makes it so that you can block incoming hits, because then I guess armor would actually be very nice as well. And again, knockback is something you can sign me up for, because I think keeping the enemies at bay a little bit longer is quite beneficial to us. We need to move away from this edge, because I do see the enemies tumbling down onto our head. There is our increased drop chance paying out largely. Just like my dividends paid out from when I... Do I want to increase difficulty? Do I want to increase elite spawn? Yes, let's go for the difficulty because it's uncommon. And let's also just die. What about that? Let's just end our own existence. I think that's also quite okay. I'm not gonna restart. It's, you know the rules. 1 bite and then we do the review.
1 bite, everybody knows the rules.
1 try at the challenge. And that's all there is to it. This seems to be another challenge though, because last episode we failed Clank tier 1 on the forest. I don't want a repeat of that. What I realized during the last episode, and I also stated towards you guys, is that I definitely need to be focusing on shrines right from the start. Like for example, gold gain right from the get-go could be a game changer. Could be the life or death situation in this run. Let's stick around this chest while we're gathering some gold, and then let's open it already. Now that's also helpful. Well, not the most helpful, but I'm gonna be happy about that. I am gonna be happy about that. There is a green thing on the map here, which I think it's either an altar or a microwave, and indeed it is. So that's not what we're looking for right now. More pots here, that is what we're looking for. And since we're this early in the run, I think getting some more greed is actually a-okay. There's a shrine up here, I think. Yeah, let's make our way over there, because the thing down there is gonna be some type of microwave thing. We're not really looking for that. I just read that Timothée Chalamet is actually 30 years old, which is crazy to me, because he doesn't look a day over 29 now, does he? He still has this young, vibrant... Yeah, I'll go for some thorns then. Guess I should have gone for max HP now that I'm thinking about it more than 1 second. He still has this young, vibrant, energetic attitude, which you don't associate, or I don't associate with being 30 years old. Not that 30 years old is like such an insurmountable, huge age, but it is a kind of threshold now, isn't it? In my opinion, it is at least. Like there's something about that number 30 that is kind of Kind of intense. There's a stop time there, and there's a chest there, an open chest, which we apparently missed. Let's just stop the time for now. All these green upgrades, of course. Poison, sure. The little gold skeleton never hurt nobody, especially with our increased gold gain. Thank you very much. $63. Enough to open up this chest if this pot pays out. Oh, no, we already had enough. Okay. Blue is already way nicer. I can settle for blue. Increased damage when opening a chest. That's cool, because we are opening chests left and right. And I guess that is actually permanently for your run, right? Because it doesn't say anything about the fleeting nature of the effect. So I guess it's handy to get those things early in the run, because of course you are gonna open a lot of chests. Another shrine, and then another light green thing, which is a challenge altar, which we will definitely pop to get an extra chest. Max HP, knockback, movement speed. Yeah, I need some movement speed. Almost enough for this chest. I'll stick around for 1 second if I can. Well, there's enough chests to go around. I don't need to go for that specific one. At least it's a damage increase. At least it is a damage increase. I'm wondering what I'm gonna read next. I mean, I'm gonna complete the book that I'm reading right now, which is the Rosie Project, which is a book all about an autistic person trying to find a partner by utilizing a 16-page long questionnaire to see whether the potential partners that he sees are actually valid, are actual chances at a spouse or not. And it's interesting. It's a bit of a stereotypical portrayal of autism, as is often the case in movies, shows, books, but it is funny. I'm definitely gonna finish that, especially because that book got recommended to me by somebody, and if somebody recommends me a book, I make it a mission to read it, because I greatly appreciate it when people recommend stuff to me. Could be books, could be shows, could be, well, shows is maybe the odd one out there, because I'm really not big into shows. It's not an investment of my time that I love doing, so I don't spend time watching shows. YouTube shows, sure. But regular old TV shows? No, thank you. Watched the entirety of Suits. I think that might have been like one of the last shows I watched to its fullest extent. And I really loved that. I loved Suits. One of my favorite shows. But I think now, at this point in time, the way I'm feeling, the way I'm progressing to life, the way my priorities are shaped up, yeah, no, I'm not gonna spend the amount of time necessary to watch an entire show. So don't recommend me a show, but recommend me a movie. Recommend me songs, recommend me books, definitely. I'm all for that. And if you really have like this show that you are convinced it'll change my life, it'll actually be the best thing I ever watched, it's 20 times better than Suits, give me a call, hit me up, I'll consider it. I'll look at the pros and cons, I'll consider the return of investment, I'll check my dividends again, I'll make sure that my bank account is not in the red yet, and I might just take you up on your offer. But might. I took the shield impulsively there because I felt like we were on the brink of dying. I see that chest down there in the little dead end, but I mean it is a dead end, so I'm not gonna go towards that chest. Let's go for a second weapon. Let's go for the banana boomerang again. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, is what I was gonna say, but it was broke because we didn't win the run, so maybe I should have fixed it. Nevertheless, I am quite okay with the fact that we have like 8. I don't think I'll do it. Unless double chests. But I feel like we don't have the damage yet. We don't have the damage to really warrant us picking up the boss altar, as evidenced by the fact that we are probably gonna struggle immensely with this challenge altar. Let's move along a little bit more slowly so that we can actually pick up. Ooh, an attack speed tome. Now that is interesting. I can hear the difference in attack speed, and that Shrine of Suck is going to give us a lot. Let's go for an attack speed upgrade, let's go for an attack speed upgrade, let's go for an attack speed upgrade, let's go for a precision upgrade, attack speed upgrade. Ooh, so upgrading tomes to level 5, I guess also unlocks something. I don't know if it will be that case, if it will be the case with every single tome, but let's try. Let's upgrade our crit as well. And now I feel like we are firing quite quickly. Still, the same problem is arising. Why is this a blue microwave? Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. I think I don't want to touch that because I'm not sure if giving away my credit card will undo all of the progress I made there. And that's something I don't want to do. I don't want to take that risk. Oh yes, please. Give me something good. That's not that good, but hey. At least it's an epic item. Let's freeze time. Reconsider our options a bit. We have the boss portal here. We don't want to spawn it yet, but we might want to stay a little bit closer to it than normal. Where are we? We still have the right side of the map to explore over here. And I see on my map that there is an altar there. I wonder if you are allowed to fall from great heights as long as you are sliding. Because I feel like the last couple of times where I felt like, oh no, I'm gonna take fall damage right now. I negated it by pressing the slide button. Might be talking out of my ass. Not sure yet. More research to be done. And then there's this other book adventure still looming in the distance, you know? I still need to continue the Wheel of Time. I know, it's shameful, I'm sorry, I should have gone through that series by now, I know. No, I guess it doesn't include every single tome upgrade. Just certain ones that you upgrade to level 5 to unlock something else. I am aware that I should have finished the series by now. I'm kidding, because it's 14 books long, so you can take that feedback and shove it right up your ass. I'm probably gonna regret that, pressing that boss altar, but, you know, sometimes you just gotta do it to him. And by I mean yourself. And by doing it to him, I mean ruining your chances at winning. I think this swarm is gonna be the last challenge we face before we head our way over to the boss portal. That chest is nice though. That is very welcome. It's looming. It's smiling at me from a safe distance. I need to start book 6 now. No, I need to start book 7 now. I'm sorry, I have read books 1 through 6. But there's so many other books that I still want to read. And especially when people are then giving me book recommendations. Like, I also read The Picture of Dorian Gray. That was recommended to me by a new friend. But the fact that she recommended that book and my enjoyment of it showed me that she should become more of a dear friend. And you know me by now, you know that a lot of people are my dear friends, and if you have any feedback about that, you can send that to my assistant. She is there Monday, Tuesday, Friday and Saturday from 6 in the morning until 7 in the morning. Quite a small margin to give feedback, but that is because, well, because I am quite perfect as I am, so not a lot of feedback is often needed. The system doesn't often overflow just because of the type of guy I am, you know? No, I realize that other people have different standards for who they might call dear friends, but hey, other people have different standards. I can have my own standards. We deal a lot of damage, I'll tell you that. Especially towards bosses, if our gun really does hit, we deal a lot of damage. I am way more trusting towards this build and its capacity to allow us to achieve stardom, to achieve victory on this character than the previous one. Give me even more damage. We are glass cannon. We are not beefy. We are not tanky. That is for sure. I don't know if I should really be investing in the banana at this point in time. Maybe tome upgrades could be prioritized over banana upgrades, if we're really honest. But I haven't gotten to the point where I can min-max yet. I am okay with pressing the greed shrine because of the damage we are dealing right now. We are still one-shotting everything because of our crit chance. Are we even one-shotting elites? Interesting. So movement speed is gonna be nice to get back to the boss altar. And we will pick up a chest on the way. With even more evasion. This red arrow is probably pointing toward the boss altar, right? Yeah, I think that is correct. Who's here? Shady guy. I haven't seen you in like a couple of runs, to be honest. Let's go for even more evasion. I feel like we are stacked up on evasion. Take this altar on the way there. We don't need another Shrine of Greed. That is completely fine. Even more crit damage, because I feel like we are just critting with every single shot we are doing, if I'm not mistaken. And this is going well. I won't press the second boss altar. That would be too stupid for words. Nobody can survive all of that. Okay, the thing that I'm gonna do now is probably spawn 3 bosses, shit my pants, but then head back over to the nuke, make sure they are close enough, and see if the nuke does anything to the bosses. I presume it will deal some damage. It dealt some damage. Look at what my gun is doing though. I am actually shredding them. Holy shit. Turns out, getting high enough crit chance so that every single shot you fire crits, and then getting a bunch of attack speed upgrades as well. Quite a volatile strategy. Quite a winner. And I do eat my chicken dinner. With at least 2 boss curses activated. Yeah, you are very welcome. Well, I said that to myself. Weapon slot 1. Okay, so now I think I can unlock another weapon slot. And I think that is gonna be a real, true game changer. Plus 20 damage at the cost of -5 max HP? Yes. Get me further into glass cannon mode. Although I do realize now... Oof, my gun is really, really powerful. I do realize that the final swarm is incoming, so max HP would have been way more beneficial for me, to be honest, because, well, my damage is gonna be enough to kill some of these goats, but survivability is more important here now, I think, at this stage of the game. I want to open this chest. This chest is gonna contain something amazing. That's why I want this specific chest, and I'm gonna stick around until I can open it. Is this all you got, ghosts? Is this all you have for me? Not really posing a challenge so far, are we, huh? I guess I should have been roaming around, looking down, and all I see would be more pots to break. And that would have been able to give me even more gold to upgrade more chests and summon an even larger man. But we have made our decisions, we have made our call, and now... I shouldn't have done that because my crit chance is already at 100. Now, I have to bear the burden. I have to bear the burden. I have to bear the responsibility. This is a chest I have chosen. This is a chest I will open. This is a chest that will contain the legendary upgrade that will transform me into such an insane powerhouse that even the Black Ghost will succumb to my prowess. And it's an XP game power-up at the absolute final stage of the game. Ain't that lovely? Isn't that just amazing? Again, we are dealing a lot of damage, but we know that as soon as things get sticky, as things get a little bit more hectic, we are just dead. I can jump around all I want. They are cornering me against the wall. My evasion chance coming in clutch. We are collecting some silver, but not enough. I think that was a decent ass run though. We killed 3 bosses at the same time. Talk about showing what Clank is worth in style. Beautiful. One thing I am wondering about is like how do you unlock skins? Okay, just by progressing. Sure. What does this rank do? Does it change anything? I don't know if it does. I do hope that the road works ahead though. Okay, a lot of upgrades, a lot of quest rewards, unlocks. We have unlocked this already. Do we want to unlock the other character? I think we do because, well, we are horizontally progressing. But maybe we should let that go for a while and unlock all of our weapons and tomes and stuff first to make the runs go a little bit easier. Yeah, I'll go for the Bloody Tome. That gives us lifesteal. I'll go for the Quantity Tome. Projectile count, that is big. That is something I was hoping for. What does the battery do? Increased attack speed. Beautiful. That's something really helpful. And then, yeah. Oh, we can unlock a legendary though. Oh, I really need to know what this does. Okay, that's something we will focus on in the next episode. And we can also upgrade the weapon slot. I am an idiot. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.